Hello, second grade. So today we are going to be working on measurement, lesson 7.4, difference between measurements. So before we get started, let's do a quick warm up. Today's warm up is going to be subtraction. So yesterday we did +1, today we are doing -1. So I will show you a subtraction equation and I want you to tell me what the answer is. Get ready. 272 minus 1. 271, very good. 78 minus 1. 77, you got it. Next one. 525 minus 1. 524, very good. 140 minus 1. 139, very good. Last one. 1,000 minus 1. 999. Very good, friends. Give yourselves 2 claps. 2 more. All right, moving on. So I want you to think about the different types of measurement we've learned so far. So far, we have learned about inches, we learned about centimeters, we've learned about using a yardstick or a meter stick. Now let's think. If you had a pencil, a beach ball, and a door, would you measure all 3 of those things using the same unit of measurement? Of course not. It doesn't make sense to measure a pencil with the same unit of measurement that you would use for a beach ball or for a door, or vice versa. So today I'm going to teach you about the different systems of measurement. There are 2 systems of measurement. The 2 systems of measurement are customary, can you say customary, and metric. Customary and metric. So the customary unit of measurement or system of measurement is mostly used in the USA, right here where we are. We use the customary system of measurement. And the metric system of measurement is used all around the world. So let's go through and see what's in each one. In the customary system of measurement, we have inches. We've all learned about inches, and an inch is about the length of your thumb to your knuckle, the length of a paper clip, or the length of a quarter. That is inches. That's about how long an inch is. The next customary unit of measurement is feet. Now, feet, or 1 foot, is about the length of a football, and there are 12 inches in 1 foot. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. So think about having about 12 of your thumbs all lined up together. That equals 1 foot. That equals what? 1 foot. Very good. And the last customary unit of measurement is yards. So a yard has 36 inches. 1 yard has 36 inches. How many inches? 36. You got it. So since 1 yard has 36 inches, 1 yard also has 3 feet. 1 yard has 3 feet. Very good. And a yard is about the length of a baseball bat. As you can see here, I also included the abbreviations for feet and yard. We already know what inches is. What's the abbreviation for inches? IN. You got it. So the abbreviation for feet is FT. What is it? FT. Very good. The abbreviation for yard is YD. What's the abbreviation for yard? YD. Very good. Those are the customary units of measurement. Those are the what? customary units of measurement. Very good. Now, on to the metric units of measurement. The first metric unit of measurement is centimeters. Is what? Centimeters. So 1 centimeter is about the width of the tip of your finger or your thumb. So think about just going straight across here. That is about the length of 1 centimeter. That's 1 centimeter. And the other metric unit of measurement is meters. So a meter is about the width of a door. So think about the door that you have at your house or the door in our classroom. That is about 1 meter. That is about what? 1 meter. And there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So think about 100 fingertips. If we took 100 Biome learners and lined up all of their fingertips, we would have 1 meter. We would have what? 1 meter. Very good, friends. All right, so today we are going to practice some more measuring with inches and centimeters, but today we are going to focus on finding the difference. Who remembers what difference means? What does difference mean? Think about it. So when you find the difference, you are subtracting. You're doing what? You're subtracting. And we can do that in measurement just like we do when we have addition and subtraction problems. There are 3 steps that we take to find the difference when we are using measurement. So we want to find the difference between centimeters and inches. So let's say I want to find the difference between centimeters and inches of my remote that I have here. My first step is I am going to measure the centimeters. I'm going to measure the what? The centimeters. Very good. So I'm going to place my remote down right here. I'm going to get my ruler. And I am going to measure in centimeters first. So I'm going to go to the very first mark of my centimeter and make sure it lines up with the top of my remote. And then I'm going to see where it ends. Looks like it ends. I'm just going to round it up to about 15 centimeters because that's what I think it's closest to. 15 centimeters or 14. I'm going to go with 15 because it's a little bit longer than the 14. So then I'll write down about 14 centimeters, and I'm going to write cm. Now I'm going to take my remote again, and I am going to measure it in inches this time. That's my step 2, measure it in inches. I'm going to line it up just like that. And let's see. It's closer to the 6 than it is to the 5. We want to make sure that we are using whole numbers here. So I'm going to say, there we go, that my remote is about 6 inches. Doesn't have to be exact. That's why we're using that word about. About 6 inches. And I write IN for inches. Now I'm going to subtract. So I am going to subtract 6 from 14. I'm subtracting the inches from the centimeters. I'm subtracting the inches from the centimeters. You got it. So we know our different methods that we can use for subtraction. We can do it mentally in our head, or we can do the count back method on our fingers, or we can use some type of manipulative like cubes Or if we don't have cubes at home, maybe you could use beans or cereal or anything small that you have that you can use to help you subtract. I'm going to use the count back method. So I'm going to start at 14 and I'm going to count back 6. So I start at 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So now I'm going to write down the difference is 8. So the difference is 8 because in centimeters, it measures 14 centimeters. In inches, it measures 6 inches. But if I subtract 6 from 14, I get 8. So the difference between the inches and centimeters is 8. The difference is what? 8. Very good. Let's try another one. I'm going to erase this here. This time I want you to kind of walk me through the steps. So let's say I want to measure this coaster here. So I have my coaster. What is step 1? Measure the centimeters. Very good. So first I'm going to measure the centimeters, just like this. I'm going to line it up with the first mark. And it looks like my coaster is right at 9 centimeters. So I'm going to write that down. About 9 centimeters. Now, what's the next step? Measure the inches. Very good. So now I'm going to take my same coaster and I'm going to measure the inches of my coaster. Line it up just like this. So my coaster in inches is a little bit over 3 inches, but it's closer to 4 inches than it is to 3. So I'm just going to go ahead and say 4 inches because we're keeping whole numbers and we're using that word about, so it doesn't have to be exact. So I'm going to write about 4 inches. Now, what's my last step to find the difference? Subtract the inches from the centimeters. Very good. So I am going to subtract 4 inches from 9 centimeters. I'm subtracting 4 from 9. This time, I'm going to use the mental method. So if I subtract 4 from 9, I have 5 left. So the difference is 5. You all did a great job today. I think we are ready to do some on our own and to show Ms. Williams what you know. So make sure when you are working on your independent practice today, you're following these 3 steps. First, you measure the centimeters, then you measure the inches, last you subtract the inches from the centimeters, and you have your difference. See you next time, 2nd grade.